Hello people, it's Deldorge here. Hope you are all well. I have just got this game and I have just played through the first bit. I think it's a little gem of a game. So here we are, we're about to begin. As the opening sequence is about to begin. This is just telling you about how when the game's saving and you see the little cursor going around not to turn your Xbox off. Basically you just press start to get going. As you can see, the camera pans down and we get the first glimpse of the game. As you can see, it's a little boy. He's the younger brother at the grave of his mother, looking all sad. As you can see, he's not happy at all, obviously, because his mother's died. Obviously, visiting the grave and that. It's a rather upsetting time for him, I suppose. It's a nice spot though where they buried her, I think. There you go, the boy's looking up at the grave now and looking out to sea. And as you can see, we're flashing back to the incident what happened with the mother, where the mother seems to have fallen overboard and the younger boy on the boat seems to be trying to save her. As you can see, he's grabbed hold of her and tried to pull her back on board, but unfortunately he's not strong enough and she falls back to the sea. And she's falling down to the bottom of the sea. The younger boy can only watch in horror as his mother drowns, and there is absolutely nothing he can do to save her. And there we go, we're going back to the future, back to the present, sorry about that. And the boy's looking sad still, not being able to get over that he could not save his mother from drowning at sea. But as you'll see in a moment, as it happens now, look, the ghost appears of the mother. She's walking towards the boy to reassure the boy that everything is okay and everything will be fine. And basically, I suppose she's telling him not to blame himself for what's happened. And she kisses him to reassure him. But as he reaches out, as you've just seen, she vanishes. And it looks like the older brother's called to the younger brother and he's going back to see what's happened, and the father seems to be ill and they bungle him into this cart. And they both get either end of the cart, and as you can see, one will push, one will pull, and the other will steer as well. And they're basically going to take him all the way down this hill to the bridge at the bottom. Basically they're going to that house where you can see there in the distance to see the doctor, or medicine man, whatever you want to call him. So as you can see, look, you control both brothers in this game. The left side controls the big brother and the right side controls the little brother. So as you press the action button for the big brother, he grabs over the car, and same for the little brother, he'll grab over it too. So now obviously you're walking down and you're steering the car, and controlling both brothers at the same time. So it's a bit of a co-op game, but it's a single co-op game where you control both brothers to help each other out. There they go, walking down the hill, look. Nice and steady, not to tip father out of the cart. As they get nearer to the bottom of this hill, they will appear to approach their first puzzle, which they must solve. So as the camera's panning round as they move, we get a first glimpse of what's going to come up. So it seems to be a river and kind of a bridge. So as they're walking towards the bridge, they'll put father onto the bridge, and then one of them will go and activate that lever what you can see there to move the bridge across. So there you go, look, the big brother is going to activate the lever. He pulls the lever by pressing the left trigger, and the bridge goes to the other side. So the little brother's grabbed over the cart again. The big brother will eventually get there and help the little brother to pull him onto the lift, which is the second puzzle. So as you can see, they're about to get onto the bridge. But the lever for the bridge, look, as you can see, well, the winch is above the bridge. I mean, the lift, sorry. So as you can see, the big brother goes down first, try and find a way up to operate the lift, but there doesn't seem to be any way up. But when you press the right trigger, the big brother crouches down, as you've just seen, as if to be able to lift the little brother up. So I'd just like to say this is the first time I've played through this game, as I've recorded it, so I'm going to be struggling a little bit to try and figure things out. But I must say, everything does seem easy once you get the hang of the controls and stuff like that. So any minute now, the little brother will go down and join the big brother, and they will overcome this problem together. And as you can see, the little brother is about to go down, and the big brother gets into position. There he is, crouched down, and throws the little brother up, and he climbs up to the top, look. And now, how's the big brother going to get up? The little brother goes to take out the winch, but sees he can't do it on his own. But look, he's found a rope. He's thrown the rope down, and look, big brother is climbing up. So as you can see, it's a help each other out game kind of thing. You help the two brothers help each other to overcome the problems. So little brother's in position, big brother's there. This was a bit tricky to figure out how you get the handles to turn, to get them both to turn the handles. A lot of it is timing, getting it right. As you can see, father is still on the left, not looking well at all. So the lift's about to be turned any second now. So now the two brothers are trying to work out how to get the father up the lift. As you can see, the older brother is looking for a way around it. He just grabs over the handle to the winch, and so does the younger brother. And they're about to turn the handle to bring the father up the lift. And as you can see, they're doing it now. That's it. Once up, the two brothers get back into position to bring the father to the witch doctor. So the younger brother's got into position, so has the older one, and they're now wheeling the cart towards the witch doctor's house. And out comes the witch doctor. There they go. They get him out the cart, the younger brother lets go, and they help the father into the house. Nice view of the village. And into the doctor's house. As you can see, the doctor is examining the father. Things do not look well. It seems the doctor is unable to cure the father. But, as all doctors do, he has an idea. And he gives him, about to give the older brother a piece of paper with a little diagram on, which hopefully will lead to a cure of some kind. I don't understand the language of what these people are actually speaking. I assume it's the native language of the person who made the game, or it could be a completely different language for the game itself, where all the inhabitants of the game speak this language. So the older brother has taken what seems to be a parchment for a way of the cure, and the two brothers leave the father behind and go on the quest to get the cure. So as you can see, they're leaving the doctor's house, and they're having a look round outside, trying to find a way down. As you can see, you're just going down the road. And here enters their first obstacle in the way of a character. And he seems to be a bit of a bully, this one does. He seems to be barring the path and not letting them through. So they can't go through the gate. So the only way is, as you can see, the older brother shows a parchment in hope that the bully will let them pass, but he's not having none of it. He tries again, but to still no effect. He will not have none of it. He will not let them pass. So they've got to find an alternate route to get by. So as you can see, they're going down towards the river. The younger one slides down on his horse. The younger one, frightened of water from what happened to his mother, does not seem to want to cross the water. The older brother is trying to explain to him that everything will be okay, and that he can ride on the brother's back as he swims across. The older brother swims across. So after convincing the younger brother, they try to get across the river. As you can see, you're now activating the little brother's trigger to make him cling onto the older brother's back, and the older brother swims across the water. Finding out which way to go. So there they go, they're going under the bridge, it seems. I do think this game looks really nice though. And here they are, they've got out of the water, and it's time to do a little bit of climbing. So there you go, they're climbing up the roots, or whatever it is, and the bullies just run by, realising that they've got by him. And he goes over and bars the gate, so they can't get through into the village. So the older brother tries to bang on the gate in the hope that somebody may come and open it, but no one seems to have heard. So now the only way up is to go up through these, up the side of this like cliff. So there you go, they hang on. And it's a case of jumping from one to the other. Oh dear, they've missed, both of them. As I said, it's my first time I played through it. The younger brother's got onto the second ledge, and the younger brother is the first one up. Now the older brother attempts. Exactly the same movements. Climbs up to the top. And there they are, they're both up. And now it seems that they've got to make a jump. And the older one does it, so does the younger one. And now it's just a matter of hanging onto the ledge. That's it, and they just shimmy across. Nice little birds. That's it. Once on the other side, they just drop down and slide down the roof. So as you can see, they're on the top. So now it tells you how to rotate the camera with the left button and right button, which rotates the camera around. Seems to be a little bit of commotion down there. That's it. And now it's time to climb the rope ladder type net type thing. That's it. As you can see, the older one's climbing up. The younger one will shortly follow, as he does. Up he goes. So basically, when you want either brother to do something, you just press the action button, which represents which brother. So it's left for the older brother, right for the younger brother. And they slide down the roof once they're there. And now is the other obstacle. It seems the bully has locked the gate once again. And will not let them by. So as you can see, the older brother tries to fit through the rails, so he can't get through. So of course it's going to be down to the younger brother to fit through and sort this little problem out. The older brother tries again, but he still can't get through. So the younger brother finds the lever, gives it a quick turn, which opens the cage, which startles the bully because the dog's about to come out and chase him off. And the dog charges after the bully. So now they are just running around looking for a way out and things. Oh, what are they doing in that cage? Why would they go in there? Oh. So now the two brothers are looking round, just taking one look round as they go into like the main bit of courtyard. And there they see the bully, who has tormented them while they've tried to pass every obstacle. And it seems that he's got his comeuppance, as all bullies eventually do. And there they are, look. They're going to have a good laugh now at the bully, who is now frightened of the dog. So the younger brother comes to join in the fun as well. And they all clap and cheer as the bully is cowering, because the dog won't let him go. And then the two brothers run up the steps, and across the bridge, where they're about to come across their next obstacle. And as they have a look round, you can see the wonderful waterfall. And there seems to be a bridge, where it's up. How will they get it down? So as you can see, the younger brother is about to throw some water on the man. So he's woke him up. And the younger brother is having a good old laugh. So now the older brother goes and asks him to lower the bridge. And as you can see, as he asks him, shows him the parchment of the map or whatever it is to the cure, the old man lets him through. So now both brothers run across the bridge. And this is the end of the first part. Please tune in next time for part 2. Thank you.